What's going on, guys? Got another EDC for you today. This is the last day of the month, and so it's time to put out an EDC. What month is this? February? I believe it's February. So let's just jump into this with my pen. You guys see this pen all the time. This is the Hoffman Richards Tactical Stinger pen. I've considered getting a different pen, maybe a little nicer pen before. But I just always keep this pen. I really like it, and it does the job well. Next is my wallet. I really only swap out between two wallets. This is the one that I carry the most. This is the Big Skinny. I like it just because it's so small, holds everything you need it to, and just does a great job. It's just super slim. When I say small, I mean small this way. I mean slim, and or skinny. But it's not small this way. This is big size comparison. A lot of you guys will know the Benchmade 940. So it's not necessarily a small wallet in the just overall profile. But it's nice and I like it. Knives, different knives this month, of course. Benchmade 940. I'll really carry the 940 or the Kershaw Leak as my utility blade. And I just haven't gotten any utility knives. I haven't gotten any knives recently, now that I think about that. I guess I'm just not in the knife buying phase right now, but that might change soon. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in the video. But the Benchmade 940, this one is the -2, which means it has G10 handles instead of aluminum. Like I drop my knife, and that's why, because if you drop your knife like that with aluminum, they have a painted coating and you can get some nice marks in them. With G10 you won't notice really any dings. Some people like that look. It's very worn. I prefer the G10, and so that's why I got it. G10 940, it's awesome. Defensive knives, whatever you like to call it, tactical, self-defense, whatever. I've been carrying 2 different ones of these, and that's really just to get a feel for what I like as far as defensive knives. I'm really interested in the Benchmade's Sock P daggers, and I might get one of those soon just because I really like the design of it. If you guys don't know that, you should really look it up if you like either of these designs. It is a fixed blade knife, but you can carry it in your pocket much easier than you could something like this. It'd be great for concealed carry. It's just a really cool dagger. But you have this, which is the CRKT Obake. I say Obake. Some people say Obaki. I've heard it a lot of ways. This is just, it's a Japanese style Tanto. I believe that's the blade shape. Really not familiar with Japanese blade shapes. Acid etched blade design, or blade coating. I like this knife just because it carries well. It's a very slim and small knife. Once again, kind of sticking with the theme, I guess, of slim and small. But this is just an inside the waistband carry. Here I have this set up in a kind of weird way. But what you'll normally do is, let me get this. There we go. This will be attached here. Then I'll put this part through my belt loop. Take out the knife to attach to the sheath. Put that through, yeah, do all that. It pops over barely, it's close, but it does work down here. There you go. And then if you have that around a belt loop, that will stay, and it will basically be a snag. So this will be sitting in your waistband if you have a belt or an elastic waistband, depending on what pants you're wearing. You grab the handle, it pulls out of your waistband, and this is still on your belt loop. Or belt, you can hook it on a normal belt too. Then it pops out. It's hard to do in frame, but it's really not that hard in one fluent motion when you're pulling it out from your waistband. But it's a great knife, good for self-defense, a very pointy blade, as I'm sure you can see, but a really cool knife. And that's like, I would carry, if I got a Sock P, I would carry it in my waistband, so I was getting more of a feel for the waistband carrying a knife, since I don't really ever carry a knife in my waistband, except for the Obake. This is another self-defense knife. This is a Kershaw and Emerson collaboration. as you can see with the wave. I believe this one is the CQC4XL. So I believe it's the biggest out of the Kershaw and Emerson's. It's a big knife, but it's not ridiculous. I mean, this isn't into cold steel territory at all. It's a big knife for me, but I'm sure there are a lot of people that would easily carry a blade like this. The blade length, that's what I'm checking right now, just to double check. I don't think it's a 4-inch blade, but, oh, just kidding. Yeah, it's a 4-inch blade. If you're counting sharpened edge, it's almost a 4-inch blade, and with the whole thing, it's about 4 inches. But it's a cool knife. The wave, if any of you guys don't know what that is, it's not something you do in baseball games. At least not in this case. It's a little cutout on the knife you see here. It kind of looks like a front flipper, but it's not a front flipper. Believe me, that would hurt. It's just a wave. I don't know how else to describe it. As you can see, it looks like a wave there. And this snags on your pocket when you're pulling this out of it. It snags on the seam. So imagine my hand in my pocket here, right here. I'll do it this way just to make it easier. This is my pocket. A knife's in my pocket like I'm looking down at it, right? And so I grab this knife here with probably my right hand, and this will pull out, and I'm not going to snag it on my hand because that would hurt. But this would, okay, maybe I will. It'll snag that on the edge of your pocket. And then you pull it out, just the momentum will open the blade all the way. And then when it's open, you'll have a little thumb ramp with some nice jimping also. So it's probably, except for a fixed blade, I'd say it's the fastest English. I'd say it's the fastest method of deployment, except for a fixed blade. This one does have a two-tone blade. That's why I originally got the knife, because I really liked that two-tone. You have stonewash and then maybe a 400, 600 grit satin. I'm not sure. You do have a frame lock. One side's G10, one side's probably stainless steel. And yeah, that's about it for this blade. But if any of you guys own the Sock P, I would really like to know what you think about it. Or I think Spartan Blade Works, I believe that's correct. They have another design that's very similar to the Sock P. It's a little more expensive, which is one of the reasons I wouldn't get it, and just the whole sheath system isn't as cool, in my opinion, as with the Sock P, and it wouldn't be quite as effective just for deployment. But if you guys have either of those, I would love to know what you think on that. So please tell me in the comments, because I'm thinking I might get that knife soon. So thank you guys for watching my EDC today, and if you liked it, subscribe. I'll at least have one EDC, well, it's only one EDC a month, but I'll have other videos up than that, of course, too. So if you liked it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.